We all long to be loved for who we are. Yet, so often, we find ourselves loved for the roles we play: the caretaker, the achiever, the peacemaker, the strong one, the easy one. But what happens when the role no longer fits? When the smile feels heavy and the silence costs too much? Today, we're going beneath the surface to the tender, unguarded place where authenticity and relationships meet, because love that demands pretending isn't love, and connection without truth isn't connection. Hey everybody, I'm Marybeth Hrim. I'm a mental health therapist, coach, and a lifelong student of the human heart. Welcome to the Soul Talk podcast, a space where we explore the intersections of mind, body, and spirit in stride. And if you haven't already, please take a moment to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can join me for meditations and conversations that help you return to your truest self. Again, welcome. This is week 7 of the Unmasking and Be Yourself series. And it's one of the most sacred topics we talk about: authenticity in relationships. And there's this illusion of connection. So let's begin with something honest. Many of us learned early on that love is something that we earn. We learn to measure our worth by how easy we are to love, how much we give, or how little we need. So we performed. We smiled when we wanted to cry. We agreed when our truth said no. We stayed quiet to keep someone else comfortable. But beneath all that pretending, there's a quiet ache, a knowing that whispers, "They love the version of me I've created, not the person I really am." And that ache, that's the soul asking for truth. Because the illusion of connection is never enough to satisfy the heart. Real connection begins where performance ends. It begins in the moments when we dare to be seen, trembling and perfect, real. Why do we hide? See, authenticity in relationships, it's not about sharing everything. It's not about blasting out your entire life story. It's about sharing truth. Not everybody deserves to hear your story. But truth feels risky when our nervous system still remembers rejection or abandonment. Every mask we wear once served a purpose, kept us safe. It helped us belong. But safety and belonging are not the same. No, when we hide who we are to stay connected, we end up lonely inside the relationship. It's the loneliness that doesn't come from absence. It comes from actually self-abandonment. And that is the deepest wound authenticity heals. To show up real, we must first show up for ourselves. We have to trust that who we are, our feelings, our needs, our quirks, our truth, is enough. That's the moment authenticity begins. Relationships are like mirrors. They reflect back what still needs healing within us. Every time someone triggers us, misunderstands us, or disappoints us, there's an invitation to pause, breathe, and ask, what part of me is seeking validation instead of truth? Authenticity is not about controlling how others see us. It's about staying anchored in how we see ourselves. When we choose to live from our truth, we'll notice something shift. Some people will step closer, draw to your clarity. Others will step back, unsettled by your light. Both are actually sacred responses. Authenticity clarifies who is meant to walk with you. It filters relationships through resonance rather than obligation. The more real you become, the more aligned your connections will be. So, how do we practice authenticity in relationships? Well, it begins in the micro moments. The moment you pause before saying yes when you mean no. The moment you name a feeling, even gently, instead of burying it. The moment you stop over explaining your boundaries. Each of these moments teach your nervous system that it's safe to be you. Try this reflection practice. Each night this week, ask yourself, where did I abandon myself today? And where did I honor my truth? Write it down. No judgment, just awareness. Because awareness is the bridge between pretending and presence. With time, that awareness turns into courage. And courage turns into freedom. Well, the irony is when we stop hiding, love grows deeper. Not because it's perfect, but because it's real. Love is rooted in truth. It's not about control. It's about mutual visibility. It's saying, I see you as you are, and I want to meet you there. And it begins by offering yourself that same gift to stand in your truth, uncloaked and unapologetic, and to whisper inwardly, I am safe to be seen. When we live this way, our relationships stop being stages for performance. That can be really exhausting when you're constantly performing. And it becomes a sanctuary for growth. So as we close, I ask you to take a deep breath in and picture one person in your life. Ask yourself, what truth longs to be spoken between us? You don't have to fix or force anything. Just hold the intention to bring more honesty and heart into that space. And if this episode stirred something in you, I invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, where there's guided meditations that will help you ground yourself into your truth and bring that energy into your connections. Because every time you unmask yourself, you don't just set yourself free. You set love free, too. I'm Marybeth Hrim. Until next time.